Before we start, I would like to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Mine Express. 8. Forget about sleeping. Firstly, due to there being no day and night cycle, there is no reason to press on the bed other than to set a spawn point. But in the Nether, this is quite impossible. Placing down a bed and pressing on it while in the Nether will cause it to explode, risking both the death of the player and losing a perfectly good sleeping utensil. Nether dwellers should set up a tiny house near their portal with a bed in the overworld, so in the case dying, players can get straight back into their new living experience. Number 7. Practice deflecting ghasts. Ghasts are a common enemy in the Nether. They are terrifying wailing giant squids that flow through the air crying as they attack the player with blasting fireballs that can knock them off of ledges, as well as being an all-out nuisance. However, these blast rounds can be reflected into the ghast's face by hitting the ground with a weapon or even a bare hand. Players can make the ghasts try a bit of their own medicine. It also prevents the ground from being blown up under the player. Number 6. Bring a fresh map. Like the regular world of Minecraft, the Nether expands far and wide, with its own variety of biomes and fortresses to explore, remembering where everything can be difficult, especially while avoiding all the dangers of the Nether, and that's why it's a good idea to bring a fresh map. Arguably, everything on this map may look the same, but if a player can remember specific sections of where they saw something, it can make navigating this vast amount of red much easier. No more going too far and not knowing the way home. Number 5. Hunt hoglins. Food is nearly impossible to find in the Nether, and players need to eat if they wish to keep their hearts regenerating. One way this can be achieved is by bringing both red and brown mushrooms as well as some dirt from the overworld to make mushroom stew. However, this can take a while to grow. The easier option is locating Crimson Forest, where herds of hoglins can be found. These mobs will gradually spawn in groups of 3 to 4 over time and can drop a couple of pork chops that can be cooked and eaten. Number 4. Budding alchemists will prevail. A key mechanic in Minecraft other than enchanting is alchemy, and it is a useful skill to learn when trying to live in the Nether. Learning what is needed to craft fire resistance potions will be a great help in those situations where the player is accidentally knocked into lava. The best thing about making fire resistance potions is that all the ingredients needed can be found in the Nether minus water. All players will need to craft this potion is magma cream, nether wart, and blaze powder to heat up the concoction. Number 3. Bring lots of cobblestone. Many of the blocks found in the Nether are easily destroyed by the blasts of the ghast, which means trying to build a solid base can be difficult from the materials found there. Those that are wishing to vacate to the Nether will want to bring with them plentiful amounts of cobblestone, as it is a vital step to survival. Cobblestone isn't completely indestructible, but it can take on more hits than other materials the players may think to use. Another positive is that it isn't flammable, and therefore any progress will not simply disappear the second it ignites. Number 2. Protect the portal. Although the aim is to live in the Nether, it's still important to have a way of getting back. If the portal is hit by a ghast, then the light within it will go out, and there is no way of returning home. Of course, it can be easily lit again using a flint and steel, but avoiding the need to do this in the first place is a great first step to living there. Players should quickly surround their portal in cobblestone to prevent it from being assaulted by ghasts. This can also double up as a beginning base while scoping out the best area to set up a home in the Nether. Later, this cobblestone can be replaced with nether brick, which has a higher blast resistance and will not break like cobble does. Number 1. Leave breadcrumb trails everywhere. The enclosed areas of the Nether can be difficult to navigate, with no sun to tell players the right direction and many of the areas looking the same. It's easy to get lost. Even with a map, it can be hard to tell the way home, and that's why it's a good idea to leave an uncommon block in the Nether as a breadcrumb trail home. Similar to navigating in the deep caves of the overworld, placing a torch on a block of cobblestone in the direction players need to go will prevent a lot of the stress of trying to get home. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.